good friend. You trifling, good for nothing type of motherfucking boy. Oh! 14 years you put down the drain. 14 years for some DICK. Oh, man. Hi guys, welcome to Tasha Reacts. Welcome to Tasha Reacts. I hope it's on well, it's on good in the hood. Hi, my name is Tasha. I do have another channel called Tasha Society where I do hair, beauty, mostly hair over there. And I do have another channel called Tasha Jean where I do story times. Check me out. Alright, let me put my disclaimer. Listen, listening is caring. Listening is caring. Listen, baby, I do talk. Maybe sometimes I vent. Sometimes I get a little bit off topic. Sometimes I talk about nothing. Sometimes I talk too much. Baby, this is not your ordinary reaction channel. This is for vibes, for fun, for excitement. So we can just join as a community and just have a little space to be happy. If you are a person who's like, girl, I don't even have time. You be rambling. I ain't got time for that. I leave the person's information down in the description bar below. You don't got to tell me. You don't got to tell me I talk too much. You don't got to tell me that you don't like this channel. You don't have to tell me I can't even get in the story because you talking about your own shit. But even though I said that in the disclaimer and you still watch it, thank you for the view. Hopefully you liked it. You can even thumbs down, baby. Push it out in the algorithm. Baby, please. If you are a person who do not like people who talk too much, get off topic, cut through the videos, and you want to watch the video straight through, the person's information is always in the description bar below. Always. Okay? Always. And there's so much amazing reactors that just stand there and let the video play, that just eats, that just watches the video and says not a word. So please, if this is not the channel for you, I don't care. I don't give a damn. Go away. Go away. Alright, baby, I want to say thank you. We're moving on up to the east side. Even though I'm on the east side, don't worry about it. Yeah, moving on up. And I want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to me, checked me out, shared my video, hyped my video, liked my video. Please start liking the video. Guys, you have to like the video so I can know what to be putting on here. Because right now I'm guessing. Y'all not telling me what y'all like, okay? I know y'all like me. You know y'all love me. But baby, we need to help me help you. But I want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed. I truly, truly appreciate you. Here's another thing. I know quite a few people be asking me about my hair, the wigs. My wigs are always in Tasha Society. I always put my wigs in that channel. That's what my channel's about. It's mostly my hair. If you are a person who just, you know, wanted to know about the wigs, I do leave the link in the description box. And sometimes if I do review it, I do leave the review, what's it called? The initial review in the description bar below. Okay? Just in case, because I don't gatekeep here, okay? I let you know from what I wear, what glaze glue I use, everything, okay? Alright. Don't worry, okay? Tasha Jean, I am revamping that channel. I know quite a few people have wrote me about it, and I'm surprised because I haven't even looked at that channel because it don't really get a lot of love. So I know quite a few people do like that channel. I got you. I'm trying to get this channel to a certain level, and I'm gonna be working on Tasha Jean just like I'm working on here. Okay, I got y'all. Okay, all right. Let me shut up. Let's get started.
My ex-best friend of 14 years became my son's stepmother. Not saying any names. Y'all could piece it together.
I'm gonna become triggered. So guys, if you don't have time for talking, baby, I'm gonna be triggered. You want me to fight? Oh. God said I have to sit next to Moses and I can't fight no more. I'ma listen.
I don't really give a fuck. I'm just interested in telling the story. I could care less about it being exposed since it already kind of was exposed. So, yeah. I met this girl around 5th, 6th grade when I would visit my dad. He lived in the town that she...
Do you see how many years she said? 14 years. Best friend of 14 years. You jeopardize that for some DICK? You know how hard to find a friend? a good friend. I don't know if she's a good friend either. So I'm just saying. But you have a good friend. You trifling, good for nothing type of motherfucking boy. Oh! 14 years you put down the drain. 14 years for some DICK. Oh, man.
Lived in, and she lived right around the corner from him. We were super close. We played outside together all the time. We kind of grew up from playing outside to drinking our first drink to smoking our first blunt to having our first kiss to going to our first club. You know, all the little child to adolescent, teenage milestones into adulthood. She was close with my family. I was cool with hers. It was very known that we were very close. Everybody knew it. It wasn't a secret. It wasn't like we were fair weather friends. We were extremely close. Even in school, like she was fighting with somebody, I'm ready to fight with her. If somebody messing with her, I'm taking them down. We went through a lot of shit together, as far as like shit she went through with men, shit I went through with men, like, you know, just the whole shebang. Anything like lifelong best friends would go through. When she became 19, she became pregnant with twins, and she had 2 twins, boys, and it was beautiful, even though she was young and she was kind of ruining her life because she claims that the child's father was immature, which I'm sure he was, and I'm sure what she was saying at the time was very accurate. And you know, I had her back. I had her back. She got pregnant. She had to like leave college, and she was ready to raise her kids. Now, mind you, she still lived at home with mom. There was a small period of time where I don't think we fell apart necessarily. I think I was going through like a really horrible relationship.
Well, even, okay, and this is a thing I have to say, right? I have to say, when you are younger, right, and you decide to have a baby, you guys are gonna automatically separate because y'all are both living 2 different journeys, right? She's a mom, and you don't understand that journey of a mom. You're young, you're enjoying your life, you're partying, you're going out, you're having boyfriends, you're gonna go through the regular youth thing. But she has to grow up faster because the fact that she has these babies. You get what I mean? So y'all life is gonna be, both of y'all lives are gonna be a little different. So no matter, even if you try to be the best friend that you can, y'all are 2 different levels now. You're going to graduate, you're trying to better yourself, and she is trying to figure out how to become a grown-up, how to become a mother. That's one of the hardest things, how to satisfy 2, not 1, but 2 babies. You get what I mean? So,
and she was trying, like, with my other friend to help me. And I got through that, obviously, and we remained cool. We still remained friends. This was somebody who was going to be a bridesmaid in my wedding. When I had my first child, I went through a lot with my son's father, and she would be right there with me, coaching me on how to put him on child support, coaching me on how to handle him, because she was very well versed in that. She did have, I believe she had kids like shortly before me. I was pregnant. Sorry. I remember I was pregnant at her baby shower. So we were kind of pregnant at the same time, but she had them first. I had them after.
Oh, so y'all pregnant the same time. Oh, okay. I thought so how you gonna say she was ruining her life if you weren't you pregnant at the same age? I'm just saying. Well, how come she was ruining her life and you weren't? Because he's your baby daddy, right? I'm just asking for a friend. Because you can't judge somebody else when you was pregnant too. I'm just saying. I'm just asking for a friend.
So she was like talking mad shit about my baby daddy's family. I was showing her what I was going through. I wasn't just telling her, like, she was seeing with her own eyes that, like, you know, I was struggling. He was a non-provider. He was a cheater, a liar. His family was weird. You know, she was seeing this. It wasn't like she was just a fair weather friend on the internet and like just hearing. She was watching it in real time. She was helping me, you know, file things. She was sitting in, you know, my family's backyard all the time with her. Our kids would play together. My family would include her on family holidays, Christmas. My grandmother would buy her kids little gifts when it was like gatherings. Like, It was like that. We were so close. Like she would call my grandma. She called my grandma because she was looking for an apartment. She was, you know what I'm saying? She had communication with my family outside of me. So with that all being said, you can tell that we were very close. Like she knew.
Well, I hope so. You were friends for 14 years, so of course you're going to be close. Just you become part of the family. You know what I'm saying? 14 years, you are the family. Sometimes you become a little closer to them than they are to you. 14 years to be friends with somebody for 14 years. 14 years.
That, you know, my baby daddy did me dirty. That he, especially while I was pregnant, she knew all like the nitty gritty details. She knew that he was like not a provider and not really taking care of his responsibilities as a dad. She knew all this. She's seen it. She witnessed it. She was helping me fight it. Fast forward, I got pregnant with my second child. I was in another relationship by then. You know, I had been left my baby daddy, and I was pregnant with my second child. And we were still close. Like, we would still talk even up. We would still talk to the point where we were having conversation about planning my gender reveal for my second child. So she had gotten pregnant again with her third child, still living under her mother's roof with the same baby daddy that she claimed abused her, wasn't a provider, was a piece of shit. She told me that she actually planned this third child, that they planned the third child after she bashed her baby daddy. Cool. No judgment here. Yeah.
You can't say no judgment here. You are judging. That's like me saying, oh my God, Keisha was a hoe, she was a slut. But nope, no judgment here. You're judging. You're projecting in a way too. I'm just saying. But I'm going to keep that in my head. But all I'm going to say, right, everybody in relationships bash people. I could be in the most perfect relationship and I still talk about, let me tell you what he did. But when you get older, you learn you don't do that. And I want people who are in relationships with their husband, or please do not tell people your business. People will ruin your relationship. Only if he's beating you. Like, if he's really abusing you, no, you need to tell somebody. Call it 911. But my biggest advice to anybody who has a relationship and you want to be successful, please don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody what you're going through. Try to figure it out. You can have one person if you want, have an outside source you can speak to, whatever. But try your hardest to work it out. Try your hardest to get to a point that y'all even communicate. Try your hardest to even do therapy, even though I still haven't done it, okay? But try therapy, because sometimes when you do have therapy, some people don't know how to communicate. Some people like me, I'm an over communicator, and a lot of guys I meet don't know how to talk. Like, they don't know how to communicate, so they'll think Tasha nags, Tasha talk too much, you complain. No, I'm explaining to you how I feel, but they don't know how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I would never want... I just feel like sometimes, you know what? I'm just gonna stay quiet.
No judgment here. You know what I'm saying? But I did tell her, like, girl, like, you don't have to do this. Like, you can't even sustain yourself. Like, you literally live in your mom's roof. Like, your mom's not livid right now. But she decided to keep the baby. And listen, babies are a blessing. So now this girl has 3 kids in her mom's roof. And I'm kind of like, damn, bitch. Like, it's time to get your life together, because this ain't it. But I don't say anything to anybody. I keep my thoughts to myself, because she's already pregnant. What the fuck? I'm gonna make her feel bad? Like, no, it's my friend. I'm not saying nothing. So as we're talking about my gender reveal, the conversation kind of died out, and I'm pretty sure she got busy. She has a newborn, I believe, is from the month of like born to like 3 months, I would say. So the baby was still in a newborn phase. She messages me out of the blue and says, I need to tell you something.
This must be new. You're very angry. This just happened? Did this just happen? Because you're very mad. Very, very, very mad. I just, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? To me personally, I don't You know, I don't like my baby daddies in that way for me to give a fuck. The old me, yes. Oh man, especially my daughter's father. My son's father, I would feel away because I was with him for so long. But my daughter's father at the time, oh yeah, I was fighting everybody. Nigga, even if you chilled with my baby father without me knowing, I'm fighting you. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time, but me and my baby daddy, we were messing around for a long time, okay? I told you I was a dummy. Who am I to judge, okay? My son's father, I don't care. But if somebody come up to me that's my friend now and say, hey, Tasha, I had a baby with your baby daddy, I'm like, okay. Because that's how much I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But the old me would have, yeah, especially my daughter's father, yeah, I would have flipped. Even my son's father at the time, I would have. No, honestly, I wouldn't because I don't know. I think we was just so negative. But my daughter's father, yeah, I would flip. I would flip shit if somebody fucked my baby daddy, number one at the time. You know what I'm saying? But now, if somebody I know come up to me like, hey, Tasha, I had a baby with your baby daddy. I'm like, oh shit, girl, why? Why you do that? But sometimes that person, you know, I don't know. I feel like when you get to a certain age and you really don't care, like, I mean, I'm not even being, I really don't care about them. You know what I'm saying? I will always have love and respect for my baby daddies because my baby daddies blessed me with 2 kids. Okay? 2 beautiful kids. Okay? I'm very, very, very blessed for both of my kids. That's one of the best things my baby daddies ever did to me. Okay? Because if I didn't have my kids, I think I would have been crazy. All right? But I don't think I would be mad because I don't care. I had a girl who told me, like, I remember when my son's father and me broke up, okay? And this was still fresh, right? And she was like, oh, I know da-da-da's dating. This is before he had her. He was like, oh, da-da-da's trying to get where my, you know, your baby daddy. I said, okay, girl. You know, just make sure you try to get my money back. That's all I keep saying to everybody. But she's like, dang, Tasha, you don't care? No. Like, and I mean it with all my soul. I do not care. I don't care who dates him, who likes him, who loves him, who has a baby with him. I don't like him in that way. But, nigga, in the old days, like, okay, of course, when I was with him, of course I'll feel away. But now, like, I feel like when you don't like, I don't like you. You know, I have certain exes, like, if somebody messed with them, I think I would feel away because you know, I feel like each ex is different levels to it. But my baby daddies, no. I don't like them in that way at all. Because they both did really hurtful things to me in different ways. You get what I mean? And I had a baby by you. That's the crazy thing. I had a baby by you, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't just a girl who got, oh, you just pregnant. These were my men. These were my boyfriends. I wasn't a one-night stand. These were men I had longevity relationships with, long-time relationships. And then I end up having a baby by you, baby. Okay? That's what happened. But I think, like, when you don't like somebody, it shouldn't matter to me.
I don't remember, like, the specific wording, but that. She goes, me and so-and-so are going to pursue a relationship. I just wanted to tell you. That so-and-so was my baby father. The same baby father that fucked me over, doesn't handle his responsibilities as a father, $4,000 back in child support, crazy family, crazy situation, my best friend getting in a relationship with a newborn.
How long has this been going on, though? And that's not how you tell your friend, right? If you is that your friend? All right, if you my friend, you come up to me about, hey, Tasha, I'm gonna just use baby daddy number 1, right? Hey, Tasha, I really like baby daddy number 1. First of all, I'm gonna be like, damn, how long y'all been talking, nigga? Because y'all pursuing a relationship. I mean, this been going for a little bit. That y'all want to pursue a relationship, okay? How long has this been going on? Alright, this is amount, whatever. Are you okay with it? But you're not going to come to me, but I just want to let you know. No. I think that women need to understand, like, there's love, especially my friend for 14 years. As my friend, baby, my hurt is your hurt. Your hurt is my hurt. I would never be with my friends, man, that hurt them. Baby, ask my sister. I still be mad at men hurting her till this day. She be forgiving them, and I'm like, hi, Tasha. Me. You hurt her? You hurt me? And then you didn't even come to her and ask her, hey, girl, let me ask you something. How would you feel? But dang, nigga. I don't know how I would. I don't care. I really don't. But I feel as if, like, damn, you my friend, and you just tell me like, oh yeah, me and him gonna be together, and then you seen him put me through all this, and you gonna just be with him like that, and you my friend. I get it. Like me now, I don't like, you know what I'm saying. I got to a level I grew up, but as a friend, I can't be around you. Like me personally, right? If I have a friend and she's dating my baby daddy, I can't be around you because I don't like him. I've already dealing with him as my baby daddy. I don't want to be here with, I don't want to be cool with you. And sometimes it's just, I don't know. It's just weird. Why do you want to be with somebody's man that she already slobbed on his knob, riding around like a pony, and you want her leftovers? I would never want a girl to know how my man feels. I don't know. I'm just like that. I always like to be the first. Okay? Of course, everybody always has somebody. But baby, I always want, out of everybody I know, but like, oh girl, that's mine. That you don't know. Okay? That's why when girls mess with somebody, I'm like, oh. If I used to talk to them, I'm like, I'm going to be real with you. I used to talk to them. Me and somebody that I'm dating with, they used to talk to somebody I know, I can't be with you because now in my head I'm going to think about you smashing that person. Oh, okay.
So I sat there for a minute because I swear I thought she was joking. I mean, girl, you just had a baby. A third one. Living in your mom's house. That means you were just having sex with your baby daddy. You were just with your baby daddy. What am I missing? So I tell my boyfriend at the time, like, yo, like, this bitch playing. Because there's no way. Like, there's no way that made sense. Like, girl, you doing too much. Like, you're funny. No. She was dead ass. And I never heard from her again after that, by the way. So I'm, like, confused. Because I'm like, where is this coming from? How long? You just had a baby. You were just still having sex with your baby daddy, like, very recently. Like, I'm talking about after the baby was born. When did you have time to, after just having a baby and just being with your baby daddy, date mine?
And the baby, when you just have a baby, don't you have to wait 6-7 months? I'm just asking. I know some people do it earlier, but aren't you supposed to heal? I'm just asking. Because maybe tax season, maybe he needs taxes. Maybe he want to claim the baby. I don't know. Also,
why would you ever want to date somebody who had a child with your best friend? Hello? And me crashing out had nothing to do with the man. Like, I did send her a message and it just had nothing to do with the man. Like, I moved on already. I was already in another relationship, having another baby. It's the principle of, you're my friend. What are you doing? Hello? Are you okay? Are you, like, is this a joke? Like, where's Ashton Kutcher? So I call my baby daddy and I'm like, you know why I'm calling you, right? And he's like, why? And I go, well, I got a message from my best friend saying this. Is this what's going on? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, and that makes sense to you? And he's like, well, and I'm like, so if your guy best friend decided to start having a relationship with me, that would make sense. He goes, well, if that happened to me, I wouldn't be friends with that person. So it's not a red flag to you that your baby mama's best friend wants to be with you and you don't.
Okay, quick question. I'm just asking. Okay, I think some people be acting like being a baby mama, the baby daddy has loyalty to you. No. I personally don't think so. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, yes, I used to always go, yo, if you're my baby daddy, you have to have loyalty to me. Nah, we have a baby together. But I don't feel like I have loyalty to you. Personally, me. Okay, even though it's wrong in all levels. But baby daddies don't, and baby mamas, I feel like we act like that's husband and wife. That's not husband and wife, okay? This is not meet me at the altar with your white dress. If you were married, that's different. But I feel like a lot of people with this ex, you don't feel like it's wrong? Girl, your baby daddy don't even give a F-U-C-K about your baby. So what makes you think he cares about your friend? You think he cares about your friend? You can't think he cares about your feelings? Some men do shit just to get under your skin. And to him, while you calling him, you know you fucking da-da-da, to him, that's giving him pride. Like, yeah, this bitch still want me. No shade. I'm not calling you a bitch. No shade. But I'm just saying. No matter how much you go, I just moved on. Baby, you moved on. You would feel away, but it wouldn't. Nigga, you would have just dropped both of them. Because she gonna have to learn by herself. First of all, I think your friend is lonely. And she's looking for love in all the wrong places. And sometimes you gotta pray for girls like that. And she probably genuinely is just lost. And I guess she's hurting you. And I'm not trying to make excuses. But she's lonely. And I feel like she's just jumping from negative to void. Because sometimes it could be daddy issues. It could be self-esteem. There's some people that don't like each other. Because baby, everybody went through it. I went through a stage. I jumped from person to person to help from the void of being a single mother. It was just the weirdest thing. And I'm like, anybody that's willing to have me, because I don't want to be a single mother. It was the weirdest thing. That's why I kind of settled for my son's father. Because in my mind, I didn't want to be a baby mother again. Even though I was a baby mother. But I was like, at least I live with him. At least he's with me. Even though he was treating me like a trash in the garbage and the garbage in the trash. So sometimes, I get it. It's effed up. I ain't taking her side, baby. I'll tussle for you. But sometimes it's just a self-esteem thing, girl. You can tell it's a self-esteem thing. The baby's not even 2 seconds old, and she's jumping to your baby daddy.
See that as a red flag as a person. Like fuck what she did to me or how it affected me in her relationship. You don't see her as being a grimy person in general. If you're saying you wouldn't be friends with somebody that does that, then what makes you want to date somebody who does that? But I digress because, okay, that's what y'all choose. Whatever. Y'all are both weird as fuck. And this whole situation is weird. Everything he ever said about me negative, that made me a horrible person and a horrible mother, which never been me. But he was so bitter that he curated this whole narrative of me when whatever. Everything he ever said about me that was negative applies to her, like in her behavior. But yet it's excusable for her to do it and for her to be like that. But when I did it, I was a bad mom. I was hurt. I was fucking hurt and confused. And I was pregnant, so obviously my hormones. So my baby daddy's sister-in-law, which also happens to be one of my old best friends who started dating and ended up marrying his twin brother, but we're going to clock that tea another time. She told me that it was my hormones making me act that way, that I shouldn't overreact. And, oh, girl, what? You see how I'm constantly gaslit? Like, I can't make this shit up. Go to part 2. It gets juicier. My ex-best friend of 14 years became my son's stepmother. Part 2. So the sister-in-law's on the phone with me. She is making me seem like I am nuts. Like this is not abnormal. Like, she made a comment that it's like, oh, you can't, people can't control like who they like you can't control what people do. I can absolutely control not falling in love and fucking with my friends, exes, baby daddies. Definitely have control over that. That was definitely a choice. But she gaslit me so hard, made it seem like, oh, like you're just
I don't think she's gaslighting you. I won't say that. I think she's probably looking at both sides, right? She's probably like, you done moved on. You're not with him no more. Why are you mad? You don't like him. Sometimes things happen. She's probably trying to say it in a way like, why are you mad? You don't like him. You moved on. What's the problem? Even though there is a problem, because this is my friend and my friend is supposed to have loyalty to me. But I don't think she was gaslighting you. I think she's probably like, girl, like, nigga, you know she ain't your friend. You ain't with him no more. Just drop it. Like, because you don't like him anymore. But I guess in your mind, it's like, damn, bitch, you hurt me. you hurt me. You know, I always take both sides, but I get both sides. You know what I'm saying? Your baby daddy, I feel like your baby dad was doing that to be malicious. I feel like your friend, she just was looking for love in all the wrong places, and she's probably those type of girls that will jeopardize everything just for a man. There's some girls that's just like that. There's some girls that just want some DICK so bad they will lose everything for that DICK. Just saying.
Even if I didn't have a baby, this would be like, this is just not normal. Like, I asked her, I asked sister-in-law, like, if your best friend did this to you, I would be her. What is wrong with you people? Like, am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm seeing stuff that other people aren't seeing. So I hang up the phone with her because she was just, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I couldn't believe that everybody was making me the crazy one, that this just came out.
I don't think they're making you crazy. I just think that everybody's like, okay, what's the issue? No shade. I know, I get it. Because I would be mad too, because I'm a very friend person. That's like me breaking up with the last dude I broke up with and my friend date him. And it's like, dang girl, you know I like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't even, you know, I get it. My baby daddies, I don't really care for them. But I get there's certain men that you're like, dang, I still care for him. And I think you still care for him. No, even though you don't. Because when you don't care, baby, you'll feel away. Yeah, that's betrayal because that's your friend. Is that your friend? I would check her, because bitch, you see me cry over this, you see me go through this all alone. The same man hurt me and you're with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like loyalty for you. But for me, I feel as if like God just showed you, like, this ain't your friend. You get what I mean? But I'm trying. I know y'all gonna probably drag me in the comments. I'm trying to give the friend the benefit of the doubt too. Because I think the friend is probably just going through a stage and she's just jumping from DICK to DICK to DICK to DICK. But it sucks because she don't have loyalty for you. That's what sucks. I'm sorry, man. So I don't want you to think I'm taking her side, because I'm not. Because she's wrong. But I always try to see two sides. You know what I'm saying? But she is wrong. But if you don't care about your baby daddy, who cares? Let her have it. Let him beat her. Let her have a baby. She quiet. Let it. But I think he just got with her because he can't be with you. I'm just saying, or he's close. That's the closest thing to you. I'm just saying.
So I left that alone with her because I wasn't trying to curse her out. Like, real talk, I wasn't trying to curse her out. And I was already going through a lot of shit when I was pregnant. So it wasn't giving. So I definitely sent my ex-best friend a few paragraphs, and of course she ignored them because she's scary and can't, you know, face the shit that she does. And so of course I called one of my other friends because I was whatever. And you know what everybody that talked to me about this says? You're surprised? Yeah, what do you mean? Of course I'm surprised. What? Like, this is not left field? And everybody that I talked to from our school said, the fact that you're surprised and you didn't see that obviously she would have done this to you, she's been grimy. How do you not see that? Do you guys not see a pattern in how I am constantly allowing grimy people in my life and not seeing, like, having no discernment, no judgment, like, not seeing it? Now you can see, like, I was not picking friends right, obviously. Like, I was not doing well at that. So then people started pointing out, like, all the fucked up shit she would do. And I'm like, well, yeah, it makes, like, I'm starting to really think about it.
Yeah, it'd be like that. Because, like, when my friend slept with my baby daddy, I knew she was... I knew she was grimy. Like, she would do... We used to have a friend... Okay, my story times, her name's Aisha, right? So, okay, because they're both on my Storytime channel. You have to check out the Storytime channel, okay? And they're going to be like a big, anyways. All right, so Keisha was my friend, right? So I met Keisha and Aisha together. That's not their real names, right? In high school, right? Aisha was dark-skinned, nice little figure, but kind of like Debo. She had the figure, and Keisha was light skinned, green eyes. You know, her body was a little sloppy with it, right? But she used to get a lot of love because she had nice eyes. But Aisha got the most love because Aisha's body was solid. But Aisha walked like a dude, right? So when we was in high school, so Aisha used to get all the love, and Keisha would fuck all her men. And I would tell, like, you know, whatever, like, all the time, like, I'll find out. It's something about Keisha. I thought, like, when I got older, I said it had to be a self-esteem thing, right? Fast forward years later, Keisha ended up fucking my baby daddy, right? And then things happened, you know, we got into a fight about, you know, bing, bing, bing. Maybe I snapped. Maybe I can't say what I did, but yeah. So, yeah, so that was fast forward. Then when I found out Keisha was messing, everybody was like, you didn't know Keisha was good. I said I knew, but I just never thought she would do it to me. You know what I'm saying? That's like sometimes you'll have a friend and they'll do fucked up shit. You're like, did you know? You didn't see the sign? I did see the sign, but I didn't think she would do that to me. Well, baby, and the thing about Keisha, her real name is not Keisha, but she used to F everyone's man. That was like her flex. Like, that was her flex. Knowing that she can get your man. And I never thought she would do it to me. Never thought she would do it to me. And she did.
At it, like, well, damn, yeah, that's fucked up. Or, yeah, and people started coming forward with their stories and their experience with her. And I'm like, now to think of it, like, yeah, that didn't make sense. Like, yeah, Like, yeah. Like, then you start realizing, like, holy shit. Bitch been, like, a
Girl, you been knew she was not. Shut up. Don't try to act like, holy shit. Bitch, you knew. Shorty, you knew. Let's not. Now it's happening to you. Now it's like, oh my God, she been messed up. You knew she was messed up. We been knew that. Don't try to act like you oblivious now and try to play victim now. Like, oh my God, I can't believe. And she was like that. Not everybody's saying it. No, girl. You know. I know I had bad friends. I knew what friends were bad and what friends was good. Because it wasn't happening to you, she wasn't as bad. But now she's happening to you. Now she's a bitch. She's this, she's that, she's this. But when she was doing it to other people, you probably was like, girl, you crazy. Why you do that? Because that was your friend for 14 years. 14 years you didn't see that. Come on, cut it out. Cut it out.
And then I started to realize, like, oh my God, like, how did I not see it? You know what's even crazier? The 4th of July prior, my baby daddy and I were maybe possibly working on reconciling. That shit lasted a week because I realized he was still like an immature non-provider. But we went, while she was pregnant with her 3rd child, we went together to her.
So listen what she just said. Third child, that means that's the last baby. Y'all were dating for a week or 2, maybe 3 months or 4. Because, you know, you guys be making, y'all be lying sometimes. But you didn't care. Come on, shorty. Make it make sense. You just caught, that don't make no sense. You just said, I don't got no feelings for him. I don't care. I don't do this. I don't do that. I don't do this. Baby, you dated him about a week ago. You girls with these stories, child.
Her 4th of July barbecue, and she was with her baby daddy, and I was with mine. And now everybody's making me think, how long was this going on? Apparently, it was going on like while she was pregnant. That's an allegedly. So now I feel betrayed. I feel I'm raging. I'm pregnant. I'm pissed. So I'm on the phone with my other friends and they're like, oh, like none of us are surprised. Like the whole anybody I went to high school with, they had stories for like all the grimy shit she's done to them. They're like, she's been doing this shit. Then her baby daddy was pissed because what she started to do was, immediately when she started dating my baby daddy exclusively, making him the dad. She made her kids call my baby daddy dad, and called their biological father like that's not their dad. Like she would tell them, that's not your father, like this man is. And he became her kid's dad, like, very quickly. And then it came out that she was actually pregnant. So she had a baby.
How old is y'all? 4 babies, baby. I had 2, and I had 2 7 years apart. 7. I waited 7 years. Okay, I did not. Everybody else go, why didn't you go, baby? You wanted me to have another one back to back. And that's the crazy thing is, baby, I did everything right. I waited. I took my time, and then I met the devil number 2. Hey, that was even worse. And that's why I always tell God, like, God, I prayed. God was like, no, I showed you the signs and you still stayed. All right, God, don't worry about it. Don't try to show out. But baby, I waited to have another baby. I waited. I always thought my daughter was going to be my only one. And I always said, Tasha, I'm not going to be another. And that's why I never say never. Because every time I say never, it happens. God will go, oh yeah, never. Hey. Twin. Triplet. No, sir, I'm just playing. But whenever I say never, oh God, I will never be a baby mother. I'm a baby mother again. So baby, I don't ever say never. Never say never.
Baby, a newborn, and then now she's pregnant with my son's father. Everything moved so fast, and all I kept thinking was, I wonder how his family feels about this, because for such a Christian, godly family, there's no way, at least I had faith in his mother. I did. I had faith in his mother, and I would tell my family, because my family's like, oh, I knew his family was trash. No, I was like, no, I'm pretty sure his mom is definitely telling him about himself. No, they all definitely were oddly really liking this girl for a lot. And it's so funny because all the things they condemn me for, she does the same exact things.
I'm not gonna listen. I don't know who you are, and I don't know you. Sometimes some people are just not meant to be. And I think, like, you keep saying, oh, what they thought about me, she's like that. And you're comparing and contrasting for too much for a person that you don't give a F-U-C-K about. You don't care. Let her stay with him. I feel like you want validation from these people. This is not of you. God is doing you a favor. Okay, who am I to judge? I got 2 of them. 2 baby daddies. Okay, it seems like you got 2 too. A man's family, no matter how much, like my baby daddy number 1, his mama do not like me, and she never will. And I didn't do a damn thing. I think she just said because she don't like Haitians. My baby daddy number 2's family, they loved me, and they hurt me more than my baby daddy number 1's family, who didn't like me. Girl, focus on you and those babies. God is eliminating people on purpose. Let that whole be. And I get you're allowed to feel how you feel. Don't let anybody tell you you're not allowed to feel how you feel. But girl, you are caring too much about what the family think, what the mama think, what their family's trash. And girl, they don't have loyalty to you. They only have loyalty to that baby. I think people think this baby mama thing is a title. No, if that was your husband and you was married, that's different. But they don't know, they don't care about that's your friend, that's not your friend. Is that your friend? That's not their business. They don't care. All you need to care about is how they treat your kid. Baby daddy's family is not your family. That's your baby's family. I don't know why y'all think just because you have a baby, that's automatically, that's my family. No, my baby daddy's family is not my family. That's my daughter and my son's family. They have nothing to do with me. They're not my bloodline.
That's when I learned, like, people just it's just because it's you. Just because it's you. And I was so shocked his family was co-signing this, that the pastor and the bishop, they were heavily involved in church, that the pastor and the bishop were co-signing this and were eating this up, but like the pastor bishop had a problem with me. And I was like so confused. First of all, as a mother, when I look at that situation, if that was my son, I would be like, you know what? I support you. Like, you know, you make your own decisions. But to me, that doesn't sit right. Why would your baby mama's best friend want to date you. That's grimy. Like, I wouldn't trust a bitch like that. I would tell my son that because I would keep it real. Then all of a sudden, she found Jesus. She started going to their weird ass church, like being like a Bible
Wouldn't you be happy? Is it because it's with him? I thought you moved on. But I can't say anything. You dated him about a week ago. I think you really like your baby daddy still. And it's okay. Your friend hurt you. And you love your baby daddy still. And you wanted what she's getting. You wanted that acceptance from them. You can't lie to me, correct? You can lie to everybody else, but you can't lie to me. I've been there. I have 2 of them niggas. But I didn't have issues like that. I had my friend sleep with my baby daddy. My baby daddy was fucking with her for a minute. And I still tried like an idiot. So I was a dummy. I always talk about me. And I have people always gonna call me, go, Tasha! I'm like, oh no. So I ain't here to judge. But we gotta keep it 100. You still like him. And you wish that his family was there. And you was talking so bad about her, right? That she has mad baby daddies. She don't know how to focus on her future. She don't know how to focus on her life. At least she's trying to change. And sometimes your journey as a friend is over. Maybe they didn't like you. Maybe because there's something about you that they didn't vibe with you and they vibe with her. Maybe they see something in her that they didn't see in you. And sometimes things happen that's probably his perfect one. I'm not saying it is. I don't know. You don't know what your baby daddy said about you to them. You don't know what your baby daddy's talked about with them. So maybe there's a reason why they don't like you. But thank God in advance that you're free. And if it does work out for her, yes, of course it sucks. But then there's going to get to a point you have to kind of suck up your pride because now your kids are siblings. Unfortunately. But I think you really kind of need to check you when it comes to him. Because I think it's more him. It's more him. And of course I get it. Nigga, who am I? I've been there. When you don't like the person anymore, you gotta just... Sometimes you gotta leave the trash with the trash. You know what I'm saying?
Like being like a Bible thumper, posting Bible quotes. I swear that the horrible person to Christian Bible thumper timeline needs to be studied by psychologists, because what is even that? So then I just had to eat it. And it fucking pissed me off that you're willing to lose a friend. Me and her have never had beef, never had problems. I've always had her back. You're willing to lose a friend for a man who can't even take care of his one child. What makes you think he's going to take care of your 3?
I'm gonna be real, right? You don't seem friends. And I'm gonna be real, right? I don't mind you tell a story, but you've been bashing this girl since this app opened. I don't think you were a good friend. Me just listening to the story. I feel like you had a little sense of entitlement to her too. I think sometimes you gotta reevaluate what a good friend is. Cause my baby daddy's friend, my baby daddy slept with my friend while I was pregnant. After I was pregnant, I found out all this after, right? I will tell my story time, but I will never put her business out there. Because at a time and point and place, she was my friend. So I'm not going to be here like, oh, that's why she did this. That's why she slept with this person. That's why. Nah, because she was my friend. I think you guys need to understand that. Because I bet you if your baby daddy asked you for, oh baby, I want to be back with you, you'll do it. Would you forgive her though? I think it's a lot of hurt. And of course, and betrayal. But you got to check yourself what a good friend is. A good friend would not come here. Of 14 years. You can explain your story, but girl, you bashed this girl so much. This is your friend. Is that your friend? You could tell your friends about it. Tell people in the street, but you're telling strangers about this girl. And I was her friend. No. Because if you was a friend, you still would have heart for her. Number one, by her reading the Bible, girl, that is a huge step. Because you want the best for your friend. Whether you're not friends with them or not. You know how many friends done me wrong? That I am super excited for the life they lived. School, going to school. Some of them are married. It comes with maturity. But by you talking about she's a Bible thumper and she's this, she's that, her baby daddy. Girl, you told us everything about this girl. I get that's, you know, she hurt you. You have the right. But baby girl, there's some stuff like, I don't know. I feel like even if I'm not your friend, I still hold certain shit inside. For a man that you don't like him. Why does it matter? Let her learn by herself. You can explain how you feel, but girl, you dissed this girl and talking about I was a good friend to her. And then you talking to other people and like, oh yeah, she was this, she was that, she was this, she was this. Alright, because you want that stamp of approval through everybody. And then when people are saying, oh girl, what's wrong with you? And you're getting mad. Because you don't want the real. You want everybody to be like, oh my God, girl, you are a victim. And I can tell by your personality, you play victim. You have the right to be mad. But don't sit here and say you was a good friend. Because a good friend will never come to social media and put all her business out. All her business out. The girl's going to church now. Girl, you should praise her. Her kids are going to church. Wish her the best. And move on. You got a man, right? You're doing good in life, right? That's the karma. But by you coming on social media, you're looking like a bitter girl. He's not your man. Is that your man? It's your baby daddy. You just had a baby with him. And that's not your friend. God showed you two things. That comes with life, honey. It does.
So I'm thinking like that's so weird. Like he's back in arrears 4,000, the same thing she condemns her baby daddy for. Because she had him on child support at one point before they got back together and had a third child. He's not taking care of his responsibilities. He's not a provider. Everything that you're bashing your baby daddy for, why do you want my deadbeat baby daddy? Why do you want my broke baby daddy? I'm not understanding. And people were like, she wanted your life. And I'm like, why would you want my life? My life's with...
She did not want your life. Girl, get out of here. Who told you that? What life? I feel like he's doing better for her than you. Stop listening to these fake ass friends talk about they want your life. What the fuck it is? What life you have? Stop it. Ugh. I hate when... Could you shut up? She wanted your life. What life? Because it seems like he's doing better with her than you. What is it? Come on. You need people to be real. No. She didn't want your life. Because he left you. Where's our baby daddy? He's taking care of her. He's with her. She's going to church. He got the family. What life did you have? Stop letting people gas you. She didn't want your life. She wanted your man. She didn't want your life. She wanted your man. And he's doing better for her. That's what's hurting you. Please. Where's these friends? Stop lying to... I hate when people lie. I hate when people lie. Oh, she wanted your life. What life? Your baby daddy left you for dead. Didn't take care of your baby. Dropped you off. But he's with this girl. Started a relationship. The family's rewarding. She's going to church. She's doing everything. I feel like her life a little better. No shade. No shade. I hate when people are like, oh, she wanted your life. What life? Because you talked about every 15. I had my baby. I had my baby. I was going through my baby daddy's. But then I had another baby. But I was going through with that baby daddy. And then I think you kind of the problem too, sis. I don't think she wanted your life. She wanted your man. And your man love her. And that's what's hurting you. And she doesn't care. That's what's making you mad. Because she doesn't give a damn that you're hurt. And you're my best friend for 14 years. And you're willing to lose that for a man that hurt me. That's what you need to state. Stop dissing her. Stop talking about her being a mother. Stop talking shit. She wants your life. She don't want none of that shit. She just wants somebody that was willing to love her. And that's what she wants. That's why she had so many babies. Because she was looking for love. And some women they jump from nigga to nigga, guy to guy, guy to guy, guy to guy, because they want this love, that's this void that they can't get. And she's getting this love from a man and the family. And she going to church. The love of God, oh baby. The way you sleep at night when the Lord is hugging you. The same.
Him sucks. He's a fucking loser. He's a fucking pathological liar. He's a cheater. He's a bum. He's dirty. Like, the fuck? My life was ass with him. I didn't have...
You was with him about a week ago. About a week ago. Oh.
I didn't have a good life with him. What gave? She saw everything I went through. What gave I had a good life with him? What does she think? He's gonna get with her and become this mega millionaire and become this great father and this great man? Girl. Now, mind you, a lot happened in between. A lot happened after that. Like, a lot of crazy shit happened. But I want to save that series of events for another story time because it's more serious story time. But just know that after they got together and all this stuff happened, she started helping him and his family come after me. She started testifying in court against me for him. She started making up shit and lying. Like, she started actually becoming my enemy. Which she already was. I mean, no real friend would do what she did. But yeah, she started going, like, she started helping them attack me and come after me. They lost. And the court called her out for lying. And him. She didn't get away with it. But she deadass became my op over a man who can't give her nothing. And that was in 2022. It's 2025. So she has 3 kids. They had the 4th one. So now they have 4 kids still living in her mother's house. He has not put a roof over their head. He has not done anything substantial to provide for her.
But he's still with her. I thought he left. I mean, he really liked her. I think, let me explain something to people too. I know sometimes when people meet somebody and like, oh yeah, you didn't put a roof over my... You know that takes time. It takes time. You know how many times I went through being homeless, jumping from home to home, getting it right, being homeless again, losing money, me and my baby daddy struggling, going through a lot, trying to pay our last, to make sure the lights are on and the water's on, and excuse me, it's a lot. But he's giving her the family that you wanted. And I think that's what's hurting you. Because this happened in 2022, it's 2026, and you're bringing it up now. Who cares? It's okay to testify. I'm not saying nothing. Story time, it's okay. But you seem too angry about something that God's helped you through it. And I don't know if you believe in God. Talking about she a Bible thumper, she this, she that. But I think that you should be grateful to God and praise God every day that she is not in your life anymore. And he, like you said, he's a bum. Let him be a bum. But God, you got to let go That's what sucks. I've been there. Trust me, I'm still trying to let go of my house that my baby daddy took my money and then that girl lives in the house. I pray about it every day. Like, God, it's about to be 5 years. It's time for me to let go. Alright, let's go. I've been talking too much. Go.
He actually owes me $11,000 that's on his arrears. He can barely pay his full child support. My son asked him for $10. He said he couldn't give it. He coaches her son's wrestling team. Never been involved. He doesn't even know our son's teacher's name. Now, I'm gonna get to the real fucking crazy story. Get ready.
Well, you guys can get ready. This was too much for me. Oh, Lord. Girl, I pray for healing. I pray. Like I said, I always take both sides. I don't want you to be like, oh, girl, you gonna take her side and she wrong. I know. But I always take each other's side. I'm telling you, this is a blessing in disguise, shorty. It's a blessing in disguise. God, the biggest betrayal is always the person close to you. It happens all the time. And you're going to have to let it go. Let it go. For your blessings to come. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.